Okay, I just started my YouTube career as a commentator on random shit where I let my thoughts fly into the internet and give my reaction to it. What do I do first? Well, for those of you who don't know me, chances are all of you don't. This is my first video and all on the subject of, well, anything. The name's Gazi or Jack or Al, depending on how you want to take this kind of subject, of anything that I generally do. I'm just here to talk about what's on my mind and what I see in furry, video games, and even a little bit of commentary on shit that I see and throwing it out into the vast oceans of the internet. If you like what I do all that like, subscribe stuff at the end of the video, click bell, notify. I don't know how this crap works. I'm still trying to figure out how all of this works. Well, as you can see from the title, it's going to be about SonicFox and his little game award fiasco. Since this whole thing came up, I figured this video was the best thing to start on because why not let the whole world know my thoughts on something topical, because I want to set myself right up as a complete trend-chasing jackass for views and validations in a world becoming more integrated and partisan by the day. I'm here to say what no one else will. SonicFox did nothing wrong. Yeah, I goddamn said it. He won an award he probably didn't know he was going to win. He was a nervous wreck on stage. Look at him! Unable to say much aside from, "I'm so nervous." Look at him. He's a shaking, stuttering mess, and he was probably about to pass out by the looks of it. It's clear SonicFox had absolutely no public speaking skills or even had anything planned to say, so I'm surprised he got all that out that he did in 2 minutes. And what does he get? Every one of you out there right goddamn now who's giving him shit for his little everything Republicans hate comment that got you so bent out of shape at the very end, for real, because he made a joke to ease himself down a bit at the very end, saying that he's gay and black, that's political to you? Out of the entire video, that's what got him in trouble? How about the fact he's proud that he's a furry? He thanked his team that helped him get him this far. He even went as far to have his suit with him. Christ's sakes, most of you would probably try and hide that shit from everybody because you would be afraid to show that you're furries like you are everywhere else aside from a con. But Gazi, he should keep that stuff to himself. He should unite instead of divide. It's not like I can't go online right now and find reasons for him to think like that. It's all in his... Okay, well, there's that. Okay, well, that's just the gay stuff, but that's all in the past, guys. It's not like anything today where you see poor black people being disenfranchised. Well, well, come on, there's plenty of black Wow, only 9% approval. I wonder why that is. SonicFox making a comment like that and everyone thinking he threw half of the country under the bus shows you how little anyone here actually knows about politics. At worst, he threw a third of the country under the bus because the other 2/3 are left-wing and independents. And independent meaning they could vote either way and not party loyalist. Even that is vague because right now the left is having a civil war with itself with the neoliberals and progressive wing with Bernie Sanders. Take a look at what's happening at the DNC right now if you actually, picked up a fucking newspaper and paid attention to what's going on in your country instead of watching CNN or Fox News and thinking that's the only places you need to get your information. If you think Republicans are half of the US, I invite you to remember the last popular vote from 2016 and remember that most of the left stayed home that day because no one liked Hillary for what she stood for, myself included, before you even damn say it. But SonicFox, the next targeted whipping boy for furries now. Oh, you're not all inclusive and you shouldn't have an opinion. You should hold hands with people who disapprove with you of every single thing that you do. Playing video games for a living? Get a real job. You're gay? You're a sinner. Just ask the evangelical base that voted Republican forever since the 1980s. As for SonicFox, I say this. I actually admire him in a way. Not for his esports thing, that's not my bag. At least he stuck to his guns and his stance on it. He didn't come out with his head down going, "Sorry, I made a boo-boo." He said what he said and he stuck by it. It takes something called character, and while he should have worded it different, there isn't a hell of a lot I expect out of a 20-year-old who was damn near pissing himself on stage. So, SonicFox, if you ever see this is my advice in the future. Chances you will pretty much never see this video. Hell, I don't expect anyone to see this video. Here's a few pointers on what you should do moving forward. Number 1. Come out with a video or statement saying exactly how you feel on the subject, be honest, be forthright, and clarify your point of view. Thank anyone who's your fan on the right side of the aisle, but say you can't support that side of the political spectrum because of your own reasons, moral, ethical, whatever have you. In parting, I think it would be only fair to impart a little bit of how I actually see the world and how I say SonicFox should take it as well. This quote is often attributed to Winston Churchill, but it's not, or Eminem, depending on which era you really want to go with. I'm going to quote Victor Hugo in his 1845 essay, and it goes like this. You have enemies? Why, it is the story of every man who has done a great deed or created a new idea. It is the cloud which thunders around everything that shines. Fame must have enemies, as light must have gnats. Don't bother yourself about it, disdain. Keep your mind serene as you keep your life clear. If you want to know what that means, I'll use the abbreviated version. You have enemies? Good. That means you stood up for something sometime in your life.